working on, where people just want to know if that's good or not. Milk, for example.
pH values and stuff like that.
Exactly. Otherwise, like, oh, I'm gonna know if my batch of 10,000 liters of milk is good in 2 days.
10,000 problems.
Yeah, that's like a lot of money in storage. So we're, for example, working with food industry experts and other companies in the field to actually get there.
And how did you build this? And how do you finance the company so far?
Well, of course, there was an investment of SOSV that made this possible, and of course brought us to China. So what you see here, this was the first product, and it was functioning after 4 months. I mean, that's really like accelerated us by 2 years. But after that, we started being like relying on sales. We received a little bit of let's say an extra investment from actually a pharmaceutical company.
And you said you were getting grant money like it's Christmas also.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we just, there's a lot of hashtags. So, of course, our company is based in Amsterdam. It's a Dutch company. And there's a possibility to use grants to collaborate and develop further technology, and that's great. But at the same time, this allowed us to actually get to the point where we can have revenues from small players. And
so you're already selling
players.
some of the products?
Yeah, yeah. Especially like we do a lot of boutique work with bigger corporations, like pharmaceutical companies that have, of course, the possibility to investigate further. And what they're really interested is like, oh, I have this thing that is really annoying. Can I do this with this device? And I say, sure, of course. And then we get in, and of course, like these are big R&D contracts, right? So we're starting to be like about, sometimes about.
Are you raising funding as well?
Yeah, so we want to expand the team because, as you were pointing out, that there's a hardware and there's a biotech and there's the software. Right now we're 6 people, and we want to expand to around like 10 people by the end of this year, and we're looking for 500K.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So last company before the break, I thought a bit of fresh air with like some snowy pictures. And this one is quite interesting because it deals with a consumer product using AI. And maybe Jamie, you want to join me here? And tell us more about Carve.
So Carve is a digital ski coach that uses...
maybe either you take the mic off. Smooth, quiet.
So Carve is a digital ski coach. It uses AI to give you audio instruction as you're skiing down the slopes. What we do is we have a sensor that fits inside your ski boot. It measures the pressure and the motion, and then we analyze that in real time to improve your technique and your feedback.
Until the end of the run to hear how you did. Carve speaks to you as you ski to correct your form in real time.
Welcome to your advanced ski training. Lesson 5. Keep your weight forward. Good job.
So people love the compliment.
Carve transforms drills into exciting and rewarding games.
It's like Alexa knows how to ski.
Exactly. So it creates a very addictive and powerful experience. So as you're skiing, you're actually constantly being taught to improve, rather than with an instructor, you just have a sort of piece of advice at the end of the run, which is really separates the skiing, so it creates a very kind of fluid educational experience.
And your background is like your finance algorithms statistics guy. So
Yeah.
Why do they?
So my undergraduate was in physics, and then my PhD was in financial statistics. And I was doing a lot of time series analysis, and I thought, wouldn't it be interesting to use these same techniques, machine learning, to categorize different problems in finance or potential to make money? I thought it would be interesting to use the same techniques in the real world.
And so you built this, and why ski?
I love to ski. So yeah, that's what kind of led us there.
So you built not only, so people would think, oh, but maybe I have a good enough app for that. What's the difference having a sensor? How good is this sensor?
Yeah, so the real thing is there's nothing actually that helps you improve technique. So people pay an awful lot of money to improve technique to ski instructors, and we want to sort of address that point. So to do that, we tried to start with an app, but you really can't get the information that you need about someone skiing, about the way they're moving, just apps to hardware.
So are you putting instructors out of a job?
We're working with instructors to expand the educational
Because they can
scheme.
use the data more effectively, they understand better what's going on.
In some cases, I would say that there's definitely a part of the market where we take away from instructors, but then there's other parts of the market where instructors are kind of helping people.
You co-founder Prothi, he didn't know how to ski.
No, so
What happened to him with your technology? Is he still alive?
He's a lot better at skiing now. Yeah, that's true. I taught Proof how to ski. I'll do that.
And how did that help? Also, have you measured also the what do your users tell you? Because you sold quite a few units already.
Yeah. So I had very strong feedback from users.
How many units you sold?
Sold 6,000
units. Okay.
Now, very strong feedback. As I say, it creates a very addictive educational experience.
Mm-hmm.
And for us, the main thing is basically people can finish skiing and say, I've improved my technique.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously that's something people pay a lot for normally. So some of our users will say things like, oh, I didn't have to get a lesson, or I've improved more than I had with lessons using the product.
So the ski market is quite an interesting one. Do you see other applications in other fields as well for your technology?
Yeah, absolutely. So for us, the real prize here is to create an educational experience which can get people better in the physical space. So obviously we're starting with skiing, but there's many other sports we can apply to, and even medical applications.
So using sensors and AI to help people learn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, kind of using AI to kind of feed back into humans rather than just replace humans.
Very cool. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.